Howdy guys, I'm Apollo8, your favorite wolf girl enthusiast, and welcome back to Fire Emblem The Sacred Stones Fanged. Today it's time for Chapter 5, The Empire's Reach. This one's going to be a bit wild, I would say. This one's going to be a bit intense. The enemies are getting very strong now. The enemies are going to be at speed thresholds that are going to be hard to overcome with a lot of the units that we have, especially since we've spread our experience so thin in training so many people. Now, of course, we do get Joshua this map. We do get to recruit him. Gotta say, I'm very grateful for Natasha. A second healer is going to come in mighty handy as we have this evil eye. Bear in mind, however, it does weigh her down by 2 points, so that 8 speed actually is 6. Okay, apologies for the quick cut there, but indeed that does bring up the question of the day. Can you predict my S-rank Lance user? Now that's going to be an interesting one. The Lance rank user, or the S-rank Lance user could be a hard one. I don't know if I stated it at the start of the playthrough, but I am going to be having one of each S-rank. And then that'll work. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. We are getting Joshua this map, a very, very powerful unit, especially in this type of playthrough because he comes with the Killing Edge, which has 40% crit rate, 46 thanks to his 13 skill contributing 6. He's very, very strong. He's going to be an interesting one to actually obtain. He's going to have some difficulty involved in getting him. Go ahead and support these two up to A rank. Yawn. I'm tired. Sleepy. Sleepy calm. Okay, now that he's maxed out with all of his supports in range, he gets a whopping +5 attack, and from the Molder support he gets +3 defense, on top of the Neimi support giving him +1 defense. So there's that. And then we have Neimi. I'm sorry if I startled you yesterday with my evil eye. And there we have that one. He's going to get +1 defense from Seth and +5 attack in total across all of his supports. Colm also gets +5 attack for what it's worth, so these four, if you haven't figured it out, are going to be rather core units at this point. So those of you that predicted certain units being in certain places, well, you might have a good eye for predictions. Okay, so now that we've got that settled, I do want to go ahead and get as much of a move on as I can with Seth on the first turn. Getting through the first 2 turns is always kind of brutal. So we definitely want to accomplish as much as we can as fast as we can. Lute's kind of just here for the ride at the moment. She's a rather difficult one for me to place, but the 2-range magic damage at this point is very, very valuable. Having chip damage in a game that, rewards chip damage is nice, which is something that does occur here. I guess I can take the question of the day down. Please do make sure to leave your answer in the comments below. I'm very fascinated to see, because I don't think anyone's predicting what I'm doing in this run. If you do, I might, like, I don't know what I'll do. I can't pin your comment because then that gives the answer away, but let it be known that it's greatly appreciated, and it's greatly, amusing to me if you get it correct. Anyway, that aside, gonna be a very fun one. So this chapter is a pretty intense one. As you can see, Colm gets kind of insane thanks to the Molder support. He no longer faces crit rate. He's still a very fast unit, and that +5 attack is no joke. It goes from dealing 4 damage to 9 just like that. On top of Neimi being there for additional backup as well. Look at this, now's our chance. Yeah, this one's brutal just for that reason alone. So let's see. There are options to getting through this one. This one's hard to properly get through because these guys are brutally strong. 12 strength and 11 speed on McCartney over here. He does not die to Seth in 1 round, so we're going to go ahead and whittle down McCartney, because he's ridiculous. If you don't know that meme, you don't know that this game is a springtime game, despite the fact I'm playing it in the winter. We will not be using Cormag because of his tendency to get destroyed by the RNG. You know. If you know, you know. Anyway. Molder here. Molder with the evil eye. Gotta love that one. Molder the Boulder gets to attack and actually get experience that way. That's fine with me. I'm not worried about that. Let's see. I guess I'm gonna put Neimi right here. It's a bit of a hard one, but I'll put it right here. Well, it is a really hard one actually. Can Lute get this kill? She cannot. With Erica's help, she can. So in that case, you go here. Well, no, Garcia goes here. Hand axe equipped. would have probably preferred to heal him before having done that. So we're gonna hope really, really hard that nothing goes bad. But now I can do this. Nice crit. That's actually pretty valuable. Now, Natasha has the evil eye too. She's gonna be harder to get kills with because she doesn't have the constitution like Mulder does to not get weighed down by it, and he's got a better speed stat than she has at the moment, on top of much better magic, so certain units are certainly a little bit better than others. But now that we've taken care of that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so hopefully we can get out of range of you, and then you're not going to be too much of an issue. Put you down right here for the support, and so that you both get attacked. I'll send Mulder this way along with Colm. That way Neimi's pretty sectioned off like that. Keep you over here, and then I'll, of course, have Seth mostly prioritize himself on this side. An old girly girl can stand right there and look pretty and everything and not get beat up too much, I hope. Okay, that's a bit of a shame, but he's smart. Well, never mind. Not too smart. He attacked into Seth with an iron sword, but it's fine. Any bit of strength he's gotten up to this point was actually crucial for that kill, because it was literally perfect damage the entire way. Okay, good. I know it seems like it's a good, like Seth is way too strong, but it's not going to stay that way, I can tell you that for sure. He's not going to fall off, I'm not going to put it like that. He's not going to be as good. Okay, we still have to avoid pretty high percentage crits in the early part, so it still stays a bit scary. Neimi doesn't get any crit avoid, and neither does Garcia, so that's a crazy level up. Any bit of luck is hugely appreciated. Okay, don't get crit here, please. Okay, thank you. I don't even really mind that all too much. Steel Axe can pick up the slack where I have been failed. Okay, so we can throw Colm down right here. He can get relatively close to the kill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Neimi's gonna get hit. She does not have anything to the tune of the amount of defense that she would need. Okay, so Mulder, I need you to go ahead and heal. Push Garcia back up to full. Greatly valuable. Okay, and then we'll Steel Axe, and then hopefully Erica and... It's gonna be a bit hard, isn't it? Let's see. My units are not quite dealing enough. It's killing me. Potentially, literally. Maybe I have to back off on this side then. I might very well have to. Colm will be fine, potentially. I do have to kill this guy, though. Which, I need to be in support range as well. For any bit of additional damage. If you can deal, what is it, 8 damage? Okay, this could work then. The crit would be huge, by the way, but if it doesn't, then Loot's still in the clear to get this. Erica was not going to get the kill, so it's fine that she doesn't contribute to this. Don't miss. Okay, cool. Loot's got pretty good base luck. She's not all too bad. And then once she gets the support going, if she gets to, then she'll have even more crit avoid, because Anima's great. Let's see. I can't really heal up Neimi, so my best bet really is kind of just to step back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, attack to here. So, regardless of what happens, things get a bit icky, I suppose. Okay, you go right here. Roll and hurry up. We're almost out of iron bow. We've still got that bright bow, and we've still got plenty of access to other things that are good and nice and cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and kill this guy, because Seth does not die to Joshua. He has 17 attack, Seth has 13 defense, and we just kind of have to hope that Seth does not kill Joshua with a crit of his own. Because if he does, then shockingly, Joshua dies. And then I have to reset the map. So that's not what we're going for. Okay, can you live? You can live, cool. So in that case, swapping you over to potentially Slimlance in all honesty, but it's going to be over to Iron Sword. Slimlance has a little bit extra crit anyway, so we will not be going for that. Okay, and you can go here. And as long as you can survive 1 hit, I'm okay with you attacking. It's very funny, if nothing else. Because Joshua is recruited by Natasha, so we've got to be a bit careful. I could potentially bait out in perfect support range Colm to get attacked. If he does, he faces no crits. So that's what we're going to hope for. Okay, this one should be obviously quite easy. If Seth does, as a matter of fact, okay, good to get that RNG out of the way then. If Seth does get crit, it's not a big deal. He'll take 12 damage, I want to say, which is manageable. Obviously, we just need him not to crit back. Okay, cool, good dodge. Very good dodge indeed. No crit, no crit, no crit. Okay, that's fine. Mulder's pretty quick. Yeah, okay, cool. He actually doubles. That's awesome. And now Colm is the prime target. Don't crit, don't crit, don't crit. Please, 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 please. Okay, good. He's not going to double him, so... that is plenty good. We even save a use of the killing edge with a lucky dodge there. Oh, Garcia gets attacked. Don't get crits. Okay. I have no regrets. This was always my fate. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Needless. Needless. I should have left him equipped with a hand axe. I had the full capability to do so. Alrighty, we'll be right back. Okay, let's see how this enemy phase goes. It's a bit riskier than the previous one was in some ways, because now Erica stands the chance of dying, but we will see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well. Okay, just gotta not get crit essentially. Oh, I forgot to turn animations back on. Well, we got to enjoy it with animations on. Is it too late? Okay, no, it's not. Okay, cool. Gotta enjoy the suspense with animations on. Best way to do it. Okay, let's see how it goes. So, like I said, just need Erica to not die to this one, essentially. She's not going to double. McCartney is way too fast for that. But it should serve to be a decent loot experience, potentially Natasha experience. Obviously, we just need Seth not to crit Joshua, so if we're going to crit, let's get him out now. Okay, cool. No crits. It's only a 13% chance. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? A lot of things, that's for sure. Luckily, she's good. 10 times 3. Good vibes. Like I said earlier in the series, I need him to keep getting speed as much as possible. Any bit of strength is good, but it's not as necessary as you'd expect, because the cap is only 20. So if he levels it a certain number of times, he's basically guaranteed to cap his strength by the end of the game statistically. I mean, he's relatively high on it. Okay, get the RN out of the way. Cool. Good. I don't mind to lose a use of it as long as as long as Joshua does not die. So now we have all of that lined up properly. Go ahead and recruit Joshua. He is pretty good. 14 speed, 8 strength. Wind affinity means attack, hit, crit, and crit avoid. One of the best ones in the game, if not arguably the best, aside from maybe Anima. Has a lot going on for him. Garcia's got a very unlucky number going on. We're going to keep it on him for a little bit, because Mulder gets the experience where at all possible. Okay, and I'm going to let Colm continue to trudge up this way and slowly beat down on the mercenary. It's going to be a hard-fought battle, but we do have supports through the wall, so hopefully we can get it all done. I'm going to go ahead and let Joshua get this village. I could let him handle the bottom portion, but I've got Seth here, so it's not too big of a deal. And I do want to see if loot... She could theoretically get the kill. I'm going to put Erica here for the most avoid possible. Use the rapier. Please don't get crits. Thank you. And then loot should be able to get the kill. 86 experience. A bad vibe there. What's it going to be? Loot. Good. Fun fact about McCartney. If you get Erica and Seth to an A-rank support in the very first chapter in the prologue, you can actually recruit him. He joins as a bard. That's why that animation's in this game. Trust me. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on with Seth. We've got 2 healers here, so we should be able to get him topped off pretty easily. I do probably still want to prioritize healing experience with Molder, because while we're using the Evil Eye, he does not gain weapon experience in any way. Okay, so how bad is this going to be? Because these guys have some pretty high skill as a default. So he's got 17, we've got 9 here, and then from the Molder support, we're only getting 7. So he's actually facing a 1% crit hit chance here, but he doesn't die, so... I mean, he does die if he gets crit, but otherwise he doesn't die, so... We're gonna roll with it. Actually, he might not with his, currently... Because with Neimi here, he's got +4 defense. He's got 8 defense. So it's 7 times 3 now, he definitely dies. Most certainly. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put you on this. You can probably have the mercenary kill if we can get up there in time. Gotta say, it's a weird feeling not having Ross here for this map. It's the first time in a very long time I've not used him. Eric is pretty much done for this map. I'm keeping Joshua right here, because SAR is a pretty good source of experience for Garcia. I just gotta be careful with him. Garcia probably gets all my goddess icons for this run, because he's the only one who really doesn't have a way out in terms of dealing with certain threats. Okay, cool. Not getting 1%ed is nice. We're not gonna double this guy, but at the very least, we're not getting 1% crit either. I probably will require Vanessa's help for this one. Let's see, if I go here, is there any way I get in range? Not really. Well, I guess I go here. Vulnerary. Actually, wait, I have Molder right here with magic damage, so theoretically, with Garcia back over here, just for the additional bit of help, we could always crit this one. 33% is kind of wild. It's crazy that she hasn't really gotten a meaningful crit yet. Okay, and then get this with Molder. Nice, he gets it. I will not complain about that one. Very much a fan of Molder experience. Sheesh. Sheesh, she's not supposed to be leveling this well. Okay, got that. We'll get this torch. Very valuable for the next map, considering we are using Colm. Yeah, we'll just fly right here. We'll have to make like a long trip around, I suppose, but that's fine. Okay, so here's the part where I can kind of either choose to get experience on Seth, or I can Steel Sword up, grab Joshua, rescue, stay right here, loot back here, heal up with Natasha. Don't even really need to do that, in all honesty. Just don't want to waste the men's staff right now. Because we've got 16, or we're taking 6 damage from this guy and 5 from him, so... And we're not really facing meaningful crit rate, if any at all. None at all, because Seth has an amazing 14 luck right now. Good feels, good feels. So Colm can go right here. Guess I'll vulnerary up with him. Like I said, I've got so many of them, I don't even need to worry. A certain point comes where vulneraries are arguably good just for selling. So, we'll do what we got to. We'll get experience, we'll do what we need. Ideally no crits from Seth. One nice thing about rescuing is that it does, as a matter of fact, half his skill in addition to his speed. And in this particular playthrough, that mostly just means that he doesn't crit as much, which can potentially be good for getting experience on others. The main targets that I'm hoping to get experience on right now are Natasha and Loot. I don't think I'm quite going to be able to get it. Don't get crit, please. Okay, cool. Even if she got hit, I wasn't worried, but as long as she doesn't get crit, it's cool. Because now I should be able to get a bit of experience on Natasha in addition. Darn, unlucky, unlucky, unlucky. Well, I guess I can still theoretically get experience on Natasha. Kill this guy. And now I have to essentially hope Erica doesn't get crit if I really want that experience, which is fine. And if she misses, I get it on Loot as well, so it doesn't matter all too much. But, you know, ideally nothing bad happens to her. It's so nice having my healers able to attack, though. It's just a good vibe. Okay, Colm, you can deal with this one. Even though your crit avoid is not especially amazing right now. I guess I should probably wait on Molder to be in range, because these two are good on experience for at least this map. And Erica, don't get crit, please. I'm counting on you. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Now, don't double, please. Good. Very, very good. Way too risky. Way too risky. I will have to stick with Erica if things don't go to plan. As of right now, things are only moderately occurring in a way that I want them to. I guess I can get the experience. Nah, I'm gonna give it to Natasha still. I do want to level her up a little bit. It's good to have two healers for a lot of maps, so we probably will be using her for quite some time, at least on and off, if not full-time on, depending on how things go. Okay, I kind of want Neimi over here now, so we're gonna go ahead and get her. I'll send Molder up here so that Colm can safely attack this guy. 19 down to 18 minus an additional 7, so 11 damage taken, no crit avoid. Well, so much crit avoid that it's not necessary to worry about it. And then Garcia can next turn handle some of that stuff. I mean, honestly, one of them's probably fine. 15 damage minus 5 for 10. It's a bit risky. It's a tad bit risky, but I guess we can roll with that risk. He's not going to double him no matter what. Minus 2 speed, they're down to 3. Actually, he will. Iron Axe up, take drop, Joshua. And then we don't get crit lol. Lamau, XD. Let's go for it. Let's see what happens. Come on, buddy. Oh, he actually would have lived. Miscalculated then. Oh, that's nice. Very, very nice indeed. I guess, yeah, that 1 point being off makes all the difference, so that's good. Alright, this one should be relatively free. That's the hope anyway. Crits are always huge if possible. If not, then it's no big. Okay. This other one's probably going to go for Colm too, I would reckon, I would suppose. Okay, there's that. Relatively easy enough. Although, maybe we'll... How bad is it with the Steel Sword? 18 damage. Rescue Joshua, and we'll just go right here. That way next turn we can get some Natasha experience. Got Neimi over here. Drop. Now I kinda sorta feel safe with Garcia taking on this guy. Not really. Not really at all. Brigands are kinda wildly good. You're still safe. This is guaranteed. So we'll go for it. Dodge is greatly appreciated, but it... Yeah, okay, not necessary, and it does help inform my next turn a bit. Not bad, not bad. We're turning out pretty good. And I can tentatively move Molder back. If we need him up there, I can move him back again. Okay, let's just see what this guy does. If he wants to rush down here and get himself off, then that's fine. And if he wants to run towards Colm, that's even more fine. Ah, I forgot to move her. She might have died there, actually. We'll have to check. She's notoriously low on defense. Okay, she would have lived by 1. Good on her. Okay, so there's that. I think I'll do this. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Steel Sword is good for setting things up. We can now buy Steel Swords, so I'm not as worried about it as I was in the previous few episodes. A little bit of Hand Axe from Garcia. I think, maybe. How about you? Okay, let's get this one with loot then. We'll see if Neimi can set up in combination with Garcia, maybe using the hatchet. Because I do want to give experience to Natasha. First time in a while I've used Natasha. She is currently standing in where Ross usually is. Okay, fair enough. Completely understandable. Okay, and now we've got Vanessa over here with Molder. Strength res, that's two res level ups for Garcia this playthrough. Okay, so I'll let Vanessa tank this one. Probably Iron Lance. She's got 6 as it is. Gets a little bit more from the Molder supports. Okay. This will work out. This will work out indeed. Go get him, Vanessa. She has been leveling really well. I kind of slept on her a little bit earlier. Does get weighed down by the Iron Lance a bit, but it's completely fine. Maybe one change I should have made, potentially, was the female aid formula. Do let me know what you think about that if you've made it this far into the episode and have already liked the video and shared it so that more people can see this series, as you have inevitably subscribed. Okay, so now my strat is just a little bit of support grinding. Let me make sure I got it all the way that I need it. A very much planned playthrough. Let's see. Do I got everybody? Okay, I've still got some that I need to get done. Anyway, for now it's just those ones that I'm going to worry about. Okay. Drop. Because this gets Seth some crit avoid, where Garcia does not give it, and Natasha gets a little bit of defense out of the ordeal. 1, 2, okay, I'll speed through this, be right back. Okay, now is the part where we hopefully just don't lose, right? This is all that we need to do now, is just not lose. I am going to trade over the heal staff to Natasha and heal spam a little bit. So maybe I'll speed through that as well, depending on how long that takes. I do want to give her as much experience as I reasonably can. It shouldn't take too long. I think I've only got... well, I guess everyone's kind of banged up a little bit. So I'll just go ahead and speed through that. Okay, so there's that taken care of. Here's your heal staff back, Molder, and I'll go ahead and just use it on her as well. They are both pretty good. Both already have 10 speed. She's just lacking a little bit in the magic as compared to him. Her res is going to become better than his, but he's otherwise probably going to stay about average or the same. Or he'll stay about on par with her, hopefully, ideally. Now, if I could manage this kill onto one of my mages, that'd be great. As you can see, bosses get very strong about this point. So I guess I'll see what the situation is with how Garcia fares. Because he should be my prime candidate for it. I'll go with Iron Axe. Just don't get crit, please. I've got 3 magic users, which is something you usually can't say at this point in the game. Since we rescued all the villages too, we do get a guiding ring at the end of the map, so that's going to come in mega handy for when our units, our healers inevitably are able to do things with that. Strat. Strat discovered. Because of our meme. Oh, you can support... oh, okay. Yeah, you support Erica, that's why. Strat discovered. Oh yeah, I've got that Devil Axe in there too. I need to start using that, actually. Which is something that nobody has ever said. Strat discovered. Let's not get crit. Okay. Go ahead. Do your thing. Oh yeah. Poison weapons. Let's go. Valuable. This is why they're treasure and you can't discard them. Okay. How many times have you personally seen... okay, please don't crit this. How often have you seen Natasha's animation, or her conversation with Sar? Probably never, if I had to guess. But she does, as a matter of fact, have one. 5 damage. Can she deal enough to get the kill? 3 more, so... there we go. If she misses this, then it's just simply unlucky, but... oh, she doesn't. I lied. Emperor Vigard, glory to his majesty. I thought she had one. I felt like she did. It would have made sense for her to, but it also makes sense that she wouldn't. Wow, we even got defense. Cool. Very well done. That was a tight spot. No kidding. No kidding at all. Moment, please. Are you perchance... are you her? Are you she? Indeed we are. I'll go ahead and bundle this with the next chapter, because I know nobody wants to sit and watch just Unbroken Heart as an episode. It's, the worst map in the game. It's not even close. But I do have some cool stuff in mind for this one. We will try to kind of get through this one in a hurry. But of course, here's that from one of the best units in the game. Also the Lord. Here's Kyle and Ford. kind of rhymes with what I was saying earlier. They're very fun. I like them both. I will be using them for at least a bit of time each this run. And then here's Orson, my second favorite Fire Emblem character of all time. He usually does not get a bunch of experience for a lot of people, but for me, he most certainly will in an average playthrough. In this one, I've actually got to kind of play around experience potential here. But anyway, Ephraim's really good, very high base luck, and he can support both of these Cavaliers, of which I will have him start pretty soon. I will have him go ahead and start building supports pretty soon, so I think Kyle can just tank both of these guys. I mean, it's the first turn, so I don't have to super worry about crits or anything. He can start the process at the very least. Trade this over to him because he doesn't get weighed down. Not building their support at the moment, so Orson's baiting this one. Kyle can go right here and set us up. Like I said, if we get crit, we just reset at the very beginning. It's not too big a deal. Any crits that we do get are very nice, though. Steel Lance is kind of a bit of a shame in this particular map. If you're playing it, you know, default growth rates and all that stuff, and Iron Lance would have been so huge here. Everybody is painfully, brutally aware of how good an Iron Lance would have been in this map. And unfortunately, I think that's exactly why they didn't give us one. It would have been way too good. Because then Kyle could have doubled these soldiers. And he could have literally just swept the map with an Iron Lance and Steel Sword combo. Okay, a little bit of pickle per usual. Okay, so I think the way I'll do this, let's see, various options. I essentially just don't want to use too much of my Silver Sword or Regan Leaf in this map. I want to mostly keep it to just using the rest of the stuff, which, if I've got to use stuff, and I've got to use stuff, and there's no use in complaining about it. Ford can potentially get stuff here. I guess where it's this early in the map, we'll just go for it and see what happens. If he gets crit, then he literally perfectly dies. It would have been quite funny, but good on him for not doing that. I think it's a little bit more important for me to get experience on Kyle and Ford here. So we will see if I can manage to mostly do that over Ephraim. But he's got moderate chances to miss with his steel weapons. Plus he gets weighed down rather significantly by the Steel Lance. It's like 5 speed. So it can get a bit rough, no doubt about it. 13 damage down to 12, so he's fine. Is he getting doubled, perhaps? 12, he is getting doubled. I don't really want a vulnerary, but I'm going to. Would have been nice to have saved it. We do get elixirs on this map, and I'm gonna make something of a point of not using them. Because where vulneraries are good now and elixirs would be better, elixirs are borderline vital later on. So, like I said, we'll be doing our best to keep those in hand. We will be taking a lot of damage later, and sometimes popping someone down with an elixir and letting them tank is the best strat that I could really hope for. Okay, so ideally you just hit this so that we can move on. Okay, good. Like I said, don't be afraid to use Orson in this map, even if you're playing it by yourself on normal growths and all that stuff. He's really, really fun. And the experience in an ordinary run is not so vital that it's a bad thing to use him. Kinda hate to do this, but we're gonna throw down right here. Very good. Very, very good. Okay, so from there, got more hit rate with the sword. Let's see, we can't quite... it's a bit rough. I might have to use the Regan Leaf here. He'll hit, we trust. Okay, yeah. Like I said, he'll hit, we trust. We do have those treasure chests to get to eventually, so ideally everything just works out in our favor. That mage is probably the scariest enemy on the map. Okay, good. Very good dodge. This javelin that we've got is kind of ridiculously good. It's going to be Orson's primary weapon here very shortly. Okay. Can we meaningfully javelin? Unfortunate. We'll hang it out here then. Ideally, just don't get crit here. Please. Okay, cool. Very, very good. It is risky, like I said. It's always going to be risky in the early portion. Ah, come on, Ford. You can do better than that. A little bit of rescue, or not rescue strats, but trade strats. Come on, Ford. I know you can do better than that. Yeah, hopefully we don't spend too much time on this map. I'm not exactly the biggest fan of it myself. It's the only map that I don't really see any major upsides in. It's the only one that I consistently wish I could skip. Usually I'm a big fan of every map in this game to some capacity and find some cool stuff to do. This one, the cool thing to do is just let one of your units have all the experience. And in this playthrough, I can't really afford that. Almost a perfect level up on Ephraim. That's pretty solid. Door key acquired. I'm going to go ahead and throw the javelin onto Orson. And then, before too long, we will have access to everything that we need. We get a Killer Lance in there. It's going to be really good at this map and later maps. I'm not going to be afraid to use it in this one. Trade this over. Might as well go ahead and use up the vulnerary. It would be nice to have the versatility and having multiple sitting around, but I'm not all too worried about it with how many elixirs this map gives. Plus Orson has an extra vulnerary. Very cool dodge. Okay, that's fine. I can just go ahead and open the door then. Open up the door, head on in there with Kyle. Maybe use the Iron Sword for accuracy. Maybe Ford's better for this particular circumstance. Nope. Nope. Here you go. We will go ahead and use Kyle. Don't miss. If he did miss, he would have died for what it's worth, so it's a good thing he didn't miss. Shout out to Kyle. Chest key acquired. Like I said, Killer Lance, Elixir. Both very good. Ephraim's going to be good in this map. I don't want to use the Regan Leaf too much. We probably will actually break it this playthrough. I don't have all of my moves planned out or anything, if that's what you're concerned about, but I do keep looking over because I want to make sure that I get everything relatively right. I stay concerned about my details. Didn't really need to use this here, so it's a good thing that we, I guess, didn't use that there. I'm gonna swap you around. There we go, because, I mean, if we're not going to get it in 3 turns anyway, then this is perfect for Ford. I mean, we're counting on not getting crit anyway, so we'll just go for it. Even if he gets hit twice, it was more than likely in the cards anyway. Okay. Let's see how this goes. No crits, please. Might need that javelin back. 1 point of strength on Kyle would be pretty huge right about now. Okay, good. Very good dodge. Very important, arguably. Saving any little bit of HP we can saves us potentially an elixir use. Okay, so trade this over to Ephraim. Hope. Hope, hope, hope. Big hope. Very good. If not, then I would have just picked up Ephraim and ran behind Orson with Kyle. But as it is now, we get to risk an 86, an infamous number in my particular sphere. Okay, what's it gonna be? Kyle's level ups matter a lot. Oh yeah, they matter so much. We'll see what happens. One of these two is gonna get better than the other, and it's probably gonna be Kyle, but if Ford gets to be the guy, then we'll all laugh about it quietly. Or not quietly. Well, now he's no longer speed tying or at a speed loss compared to Kyle with the thing, the steel sword. Not bad at all. Who's got that other chest key? There it is. Alright, you take this, and we'll go ahead and get both of these. And I might do a little bit of speed up as we kind of just run through the corridor here. Because that's really all we're doing for at least a couple of turns. So yeah, we'll just speed through that real quick. let's go ahead and hop back into it then. We'll go ahead and bait this guy out like this. Put Ephraim. Grab the javelin. Well, a bit unfortunate the way that I've done it here. Oh well, I don't really care that much. Ephraim right up here just for next turn because of that cav. Okay. If just the archer moves, that's fine as well. I don't actually remember. I'm pretty sure it's just the archer here. Because the cavalier is mostly just here, as far as I'm concerned, for Ephraim to one-shot. But I guess really any number of things can happen. It's a sword cav anyway, so it doesn't particularly matter. I will try my best to give this one to Kyle. I'll swap him over to Lance. I'll just go ahead and use Lance. It's fine. A little bit of extra defense against the sword cav. I don't think the sword cav doubles. Nice experience there. Let's see. 9 speed, 10 defense though. You can see that they're getting pretty strong. Their HP is getting pretty ridiculous as well. Okay, any number of things can potentially go wrong here, so we're gonna hope they don't. Like I said, nothing seriously bad could occur there. Really cool. Very, very nice indeed. Very, very nice. Level up and everything. Okay, I can deal with that, that's fine. Any bit of speed on Kyle is a blessing, but strength is all the better. Because he is a big user of effective weapons. Go right here, do a little bit of this. I'm gonna go ahead and stand here for a moment and just briefly support grind, so 1 second. Okay, that should be enough. Go ahead and get this kill. Don't miss, please. Now that we've got that support between Ford and Ephraim, they get a little bit of crit avoid. Plus attack and crit off of each other, so that's, you know, nice in its own way. Rescue, take drop Ephraim up. They'll get attacked by one. Kyle probably get attacked by the other, which is pretty much what I'm going for. Ideally, we just don't get crit, lol. Take drop. And then I can bait one with Orson. Bait or kill, or more or less just protect Kyle. Because we will see what happens with him. Didn't get any speed, so he's not doubling these guys. He doesn't quite risk getting doubled yet, even though Steel weighs him down by 3. I was gonna say I'm surprised that he went for Orson, but I'm really, really not. Okay, we know what's happening with Orson. We'll speed through his 2 combats. I really like seeing him, though. I mean, he's awesome. I had a tremendous amount of fun whenever I played with him as a replacement for Seth in that playthrough that I did back in the day. Luckily, he won't double this one. Just don't crit, please. Experience is good here. Experience is a very big solid. It's kind of nice that he doesn't double these anymore. Okay, so ideally a little bit of Steel Lance right here goes on with our newly increased hit rate up by 5. Plus his attack and crit go up by 1 and 5 respectively. It's a good feeling with Ford. Makes him feel a little bit more valuable. Somebody's got a javelin. And that somebody is going to go stand down here, throw the javelin, ideally get the hit, then swap over to Regan Leaf. One of the coolest weapons ever made, I might add. 33 might against these cavaliers using swords. And there we go. Good job. He is starting to get doubled, though. -3 speed is no joke. And then we'll go ahead and grab the javelin. Swap the Killer Lance over, which he can't use yet. And we'll slowly get down here. Let Orson deal with the mages, because I don't want any part of them. As you can see, Regan Leaf is good and it stays good. Any bit of strength and speed Ephraim gets is invaluable. We essentially want him to level up as much of it as possible. Defense is pretty good on him as well. It enables a lot of strats later on that are veritably more difficult if he doesn't have HP and defense to go with. See, res is going to be an interesting one though, because in terms of res, we don't need it all too badly thanks to the use of Pure Waters, but if we don't get res, we have to use a lot more Pure Waters. An incredibly valuable thing. I saw recently, maybe it was a Reddit thread or an old thread on one of those forums or something that people were talking about the usage of pure waters. I think it was a featured post on Reddit or something, of someone saying that this was the first time they'd ever seen this item, and it was like a pure water in Awakening. And I was like, you're in for I didn't say anything, so I don't post on Reddit, but I was like, you're in for a good, you're in for a good bit of fun here. Enjoying a pure water for the first time, and understanding the benefits of that. I don't know, something about it. There's a reason it's one of my favorite items in all of Fire Emblem. Okay, it's gonna get a bit risky here. I think I'm more inclined actually to put Ford forward, because now that he's got a little bit more crit avoid, coupled with his pretty good luck, he's not actually facing any... Well, he's still facing some crits. See, Kyle's really good in this one particularly, because his Ice Affinity secretly goes hard. Let's see, 18. Okay, you're chilling as long as you don't get crits, which is going to be a theme of this particular playthrough. Okay, good. Nice dodge. And he actually gets the kill. That's why I like Kyle. Getting kills since 2002, or 2004 in this game's case. Alright, there's that one, and then we bait out the Archer with Orson, and inevitably also the Mage later on. We're almost through. This is one of the more boring maps, so I perfectly understand the pain and misery of such an ordeal. Let's see, is Orson gonna die if I put him down here? 11. He will not. He will not die. 19. If he's got a lance equipped, that's 20 for 7. He potentially dies. He potentially dies unless I vulnerary him, but he's got... No, he's got no luck. Of course he doesn't. There's a reason for that. It's by design. Okay. That's fine then. Steel Lance up, vulnerary equipped, bop, and then go right here. Move you back, put you here. We'll see what happens on this next turn. Okay, that's essentially all that I was evading right there. As long as he doesn't get crit by that guy, we're chilling. I might have to use the Silver Sword on the Mage, but that's fine. Whatever it takes to get through big threats, you know? So I'm pretty sure at this point Kyle can kill the one, and then depending on where Archer moves, we might be able to manage getting it with someone else. We'll see. Archer's pretty unimportant here. But Kyle should be able to get this one. Ford potentially gets that one with Javelin, which would be kind of nice. No, he doesn't. Let's see, indeed. Yeah, I got a Silver Sword this one. I'm not letting the Mage live. It's way too big of a threat. I can just swap all of Orson's weapons off of him. So I don't think anybody dies to the Archer. 13. Does it double anybody? No. So, as long as he doesn't take damage here, he's fine. Take your stuff away and kill this one. Probably should have used the sword here. The Iron Sword. But that's okay. Steel Sword gets the job done. It will be nice to be through this map, though. We're not too far off of it. More strength, okay. Fair enough. We might be going Erica route after all. That is a determining factor. Okay, then you're not dying for sure, right? 8, and so, yeah, you're not getting killed. Kyle and Ford are completely safe here. Now it's dependent on Ephraim. I don't think he has the defense to survive. 8 defense. 15 damage max taken. So I will indeed let him go down here as well. He doesn't get doubled. Cool. 12 speed on this man. That's crazy. But yeah, I really just wanted to get these kills with other characters. So, regardless of what happens to Orson, he's basically done for the rest of the map now. The only thing he's left used for, interesting, is that I'm going to use him to kill the Shaman up top. And maybe the Archer over here to get the thingy. The Elixir, very pog of Kyle to donate death to this guy. Never mind. He did no such thing. He did no such thing in any way whatsoever. Well, that changes things a little bit. We will hope. And potentially cope. That nothing goes wrong. Because Ford's not getting the archer kill. I want speed and defense here. I got neither of those things. Okay then. Well, I guess Ephraim's sticking with Regan Leaf so that the soldier does not bother him too badly. This could be a crit, so I will go for it. Okay. I haven't used as much Javelin as I thought I would have. Okay, we just don't need Ephraim to get crit here. He could just straight up die if he gets crit. Yep. Like I said, a bit of a shame to use so much Regan Leaf, but if we live and it all works out, then it's good experience, I suppose. Alright, what's it gonna be? Don't get crit, please. 2%. High luck on this guy, plus the crit avoid from Ford. It's very nice. It's very nice indeed. Okay, Steel Lance. I could probably give this one to Ford. I kind of want to give it to Kyle, though. But I'll give it to Ford. He needs experience, too. Gotta share the love a little bit. He's pretty valuable. As much as I don't want to admit it. He's pretty good. He's... HP, my favorite stat. The best stat in the entire universe. Okay. How bad is this? I'll just go invulnerary here. That'll work. Then I will take the Steel Lance from you, give you the Elixir, and go back here. Like I was saying, ideally, Orson just... Oh, I forgot to swap him over. Ideally just... Well, that could have worked out. Orson just goes up there and deals with the Shaman. If he dies in the process, then it's fine. If he can't one-shot, then I'm not really too concerned about it, as long as he hits and weakens, which it would be a bit of a shame to lose the Steel Lance, so maybe I will just use the Silver Sword for one use. We do get another one whenever we get to Chapter 8. So there's that. You can get this one, probably. A bit scary, I suppose. Just don't miss. Would have literally died. Just don't miss. The archer shouldn't be a big deal. I just kind of have to get him out here. Sheesh. He's insane. I don't want to go Erica route. Not with an Ephraim this good. 15. Plus, I like Ephraim's maps better. Maybe I'll just go Ephraim route anyway and take the unfortunate consequences that come with that. I really need him to not get crit, so I'm just going to use Ford instead. I do like this map's theme, though. It's quite nice. Feels powerful. Okay, don't get destroyed, please. Thanks. Maybe actually double here? Kinda fast? No? Okay, that's fine. He gets the kill in enemy phase, so... Still pretty handy. Alright, let's go ahead and wrap it up, then. 15... It'd be pretty funny if he gets crit there, so I'm not gonna go for it. Get him. We've been pretty lucky with the hit rates. I haven't had too many high percent misses. Good feeling. Okay, 15, 9, so that's 6, so he still potentially dies. I guess I will just pull him down here with Orson. We'll see what happens. I will tentatively take this back, though. Haven't used that Killer Lance yet. Okay, didn't get hit, or didn't get crit, so that's good. It's quite solid indeed. Let's see, you're chillin'. Can Ephraim double? Tempting. I'll just go for the Steel Lance. If he doesn't get the crit, that's fine. I'm gonna rescue with Orson and probably use Ford. We'll see. He now has C rank though, that's pretty good. Killer Lance is now available as an option for him. Okay. I guess I will go for this and then potentially have to Javelin. Or else he will go heal, so we'll see. Well done. Well done. Maybe one more level up for Kyle before we end this map. Could be worth. Ah, unfortunate. Vulnerary, go bye-bye. If I'm gonna lose anything, that's what I'm gonna lose. The rest of the stuff will come in handy for sure. Okay, so nothing else drops. Let's go right here with Ford. Steel Lance it up, drop Ephraim. Trade this over. And we will see what happens with that Dark Mage. And also not get crit here, I hope. Kind of important. Ford is kind of feeling good though. Steel Lance is doing a lot of work for him specifically, but it's a nice vibe. Okay, let's go for this one. Good job. Nice thing about Kyle with his Ice Affinity is that despite having pretty low skill and thus relatively not great potential for doing things in terms of hitting, the Ice Affinity does ramp that up. Okay, I'm gonna take the Steel Sword back then and potentially just get the kill with the Steel Lance, or get killed. Whichever happens is relatively okay. Glad to keep the Steel Lance though. I might not use the entire thing because we got 3 Steel Lances in this playthrough, and that's basically all that we need for Steel Lances, because we're gonna get another one with Ducell if we go Ephraim route. But it should be okay. 15 damage. It's 14 if I'm on the pillar. I get none from Ford. I might actually have to use an elixir use. I guess that's fine. So I do not want to have to use a Steel Lance or the Regan Leaf with Ephraim, so it pretty much turns into use Killer Lance. Unless I just want to sit here and Javelin a bunch. Which, to be fair, it's pretty good odds that I just dodge anyway. I could leave Orson wide open for the kill as well. How much Javelin do I have? I'll throw 1 Javelin. It's high crit, so it could be kind of funny. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'll throw another Javelin. Old buddy decided to stand here on a map with exclusively Lance enemies as a Steel Blade guy on the throne. So he kinda had it coming. And inevitably I will just elixir here. I'm not gonna risk dying after literally all of that. I just don't have it in me. So here's this back. Trade you a Steel Lance over. And we're chilling for the next map in terms of stuff. So let's see if we get any crits here. Could be nice. Okay, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing that I healed up. Was necessary, as a matter of fact. Could have gotten 4% crit there. And now I can just use up this last vulnerary, I suppose. We're gonna hope for another bit of luck. Then we can finally be through with this map. Okay, good. Nice. One of the best crit animations in Fire Emblem. Alrighty. Very nice. This will probably be the end of doing 2 chapters per episode. But this one was very fun. She's so good. He's so good. So many good level ups. That's crazy. I'm going Ephraim route. At this point, I have to. I want it way too badly. Alrighty, we're all done with this one. Cool. We can go ahead and skip the story, because that's not what this playthrough is for. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video, share if you so desire. This one's about to get even more intense with the upcoming chapters. I very much don't see myself going Erica route, but there are some things that I really, really, really need that only Erica's route can provide. But regardless, subscribe if you're new. You don't want to miss this series or Dream of 5, both currently ongoing. And if you're a channel member, you have many, many episodes ahead of you that are currently sectioned off until release dates that you would not be beholden to if you were a channel member, so do feel free. I reckon that is about it. Anything else? I don't think so. Okay, cool. Until next time, I'll see you later.